anyway, this week's Don't Forget to Breathe. I'm just going to start this off by jumping back to last week for a little story that was supposed to be in last week's, but circumstances, and I literally forgot about it. So yeah, we'll just jump back to that one there. Right, so this story was meant to be part of my blog last week, and I completely forgot about it. There's reasons why I completely forgot about it, but I'm actually just recording this now as I've just uploaded my vlog to YouTube. If I had remembered before uploading, I would have added this on the end of it. But anyway, so I don't know what gives me more pleasure in my life at the minute. It's either the clothes that didn't fit me 2 years ago now fit me, or it's the clothes that I was wearing last year that don't fit me anymore. So I don't know which one gives me more joy. Probably the clothes that fit me more than the clothes that don't fit me. But anyway, I went out Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday might have been. I went out on Tuesday, and I had a pair of shorts on that, like, everyone in the UK at the minute is wearing shorts, but I had a pair of shorts on that was like my last summer's shorts, and I only went down. I went down the shop. I wasn't out for longer than like 20 minutes. I only went down onto the main road, and on my way back in, I'm carrying a shopping bag, and I'm thinking to myself, these shorts don't fit alright. And as I'm walking down, I'm trying to like reach behind me and feel, and the bloody shorts were getting further down my ass. They hadn't, like, you know, I was wearing a t-shirt. My t-shirts like this one, all, you know, big and baggy, and even bigger and even baggier nowadays because of losing weight. But you know, so I was wearing, so and they're going right down there. I thought, fucking get it here. I get and puts the bag in the kitchen. Take me. I had just a light jacket on. Take the jacket off. Threw it onto the chair, and as I threw it on the chair, my shorts fell down. Literally fell down. So yeah, so they're going in the probably won't wear these again pile. I love it. I do. I love it. Seriously, oh fucking. Yeah, it just made me laugh. Literally. That happens, yeah. So this week, yeah, on the notes, was it 16, isn't it? Yeah, there's a couple of things I put down in the notes. There's a first one, I'll come to that second. Let's just do let's do the second one first. So yeah, I decided this month, I decided that at the start of the week, start of the week, it was more like Saturday night. Saturday night I decided to do a little experiment with myself, because, as I said like last week, that my health is in a really good place. There's been all kinds of changes, and not all of them have been, let's say, WHO approved. They've been, the changes I've made have been researched by this guy, and I've made gains. I've made a lot of gains. To the point where I wanted to see just how effective the diet's been. So I decided, and I fucking made a mistake here. I fucked up here. I decided I was going to go back to a couple of weeks of processed food, and it didn't even need to be a couple of weeks of processed food. I've only been doing it for a week, and after, like, I would say, after the first day, basically, the body started feeling the effects. The biggest, or not the biggest, but the first red flag was I had a pot noodle, and almost instantly after eating the pot noodle, I got a massive headache. I mean, a headache that I've never had the likes of in a long time. Um, there was no reason for the headache apart from the fact that I had just eaten all overseas in the pot noodle. So yeah, the body just like reacted massively to that. Um, the other biggest, the other biggest sign was, and still is, like I say, it's been a week. I haven't had a proper shit in a week, to the point where I was it yesterday or the day before, but within the last 48 hours, whenever it was either yesterday or the day before, I had to give myself an enema because I felt all bunged up, but I couldn't actually shit. So yeah, I don't normally do. I have an enema every month. Clean the system out every month, but doing it a week into the month, yeah, it wasn't. It's not good. So yeah, we'll be going straight back to fresh foods. I've got processed fruit in the freezer and shit like that, so they're getting done, they're getting eaten, because I can't afford to waste them. Then we're going back to fresh foods again. We're going back to, when I say fresh foods, it's like frozen meats, not processed meats, but just frozen meats and frozen vegetables. Which I've got to be honest, I've cut down on eating vegetables. The only fresh stuff I have now is lemons, freshly squeezed lemon, and I've had banana. I took banana out. But banana is my favourite fruit, and I took bananas out for fear of the sugar content. I know that in me researching on diets that are good for you and diets that aren't good for you, the biggest enemy isn't salt, as the World Health Organization would have you believe. It's not salt at all. Your body is 100% reliant on salt. It's sugar. Sugar is the enemy. So yeah, bananas I was talking about, wasn't it? So came back because I was constantly researching stuff, constantly reading stuff, constantly expanding my knowledge on things, because you can't trust so-called experts. I'll tell you now, the difference between an expert and me, right, is an expert is told what to research. My research comes from an inquisitive mind and the freedoms that brings. So yeah, there's an expert is told what to fucking research. So yeah, an expert on what he's told to do or what she's told to do. But yeah, I'm always learning, and I've added bananas back into the diet because I love them. I love bananas. They are my favourite fruit. And the potassium, it's I think all the good stuff in the banana outweighs the bad stuff in the banana, and massively so. What was the other thing? Yeah, and so what's just popped into my head just then was, as I say, I'm always researching and all that, and I was reading late last night, not last night, two nights ago, and I found this, interesting, that all poisons, that we know and we can replicate come from plants and plant life. All of them, all poisons. There is not one meat that's poisonous. There's meats you shouldn't eat. Absolutely, there's meats that you shouldn't eat, but there's not one meat that's poisonous. Poison is plants. Poison comes from plants. And it sounds like I'm shitting on the World Health Organization today, but yeah, I am. I don't care. The World Health Organization reckons you should have 5 of these plant things a day. Yeah, man, do your research. Just do your research. Fucking trust yourself. Don't trust them bastards. Insanity rules. Yeah, so, yeah, mistakes were made. I am 100% behind the diet change. I've got I've got some processed things there that I need to get used to them. I need to just finish them off. I'm actually planning on a fast once I finish these processed foods. I think I'll do a fast and just detox the body completely before going back onto purer foods. Now, this other thing, I stumbled across. So one of these TikToks, and it said, I don't know, signs, six signs that you're marked by the unseen, and I was like, what the fuck? What's this shit? And then he gave the 6 signs, and I was like, I related to all 6 of them. I was like, yeah, man, yeah. And they were all weird shit. It was all weird shit, and it's strange. It's strange that I wrote this down from the start of the week. And today, one of the signs. One of the signs is your sensing can read energy. And I actually did it today. This morning, when I got out of bed this morning, I had the unshakable feeling, let's say, that there was something good was going to happen. So let's just say, I like a bet. I like a gamble. I always have done since I was in my teens. And at the moment, because of financial restraints, I can't gamble as much as I would like to. I'd normally would spend about a tenner a week betting, whether it's on horses or whether it's on football. I'd spend a tenner a week, easy over the weekend. It'd be easily a tenner. I think the most, unless I was going to races or that, I think the most I'd spend would be like 20 quid. Used to be worse. Not so much these days, and even more so. I can't afford it. So what I do is, like, I've had me William Mill app for as long as I can fucking remember. And you always get your freebies off that. So I wait until I build up a quid off the freebies, and sometimes it takes weeks. I wait until I build up a quid. And then me and one of the lads I used to work with, we came up with a plan. And it was to make money gambling. And trust me, it doesn't work. It sounds like it should work, but it doesn't work. But we figured out that, like, if you started with a tenner and you're back to even money horse, and it came in, and then you use that money, the 20 quid you get back on an even money horse, and that comes in, you get 40, and then 80, and then 160, and see where we're going here. Yeah, it doesn't work. So I've been following that, but with me quid. Yeah, with me quid. I've been following that with me quid. So I get a quid and I throw it on even money horse. Now, up until today, I've been getting it up to like 4 quid. I'll be like 4 quid, and then that's it. I'll lose it. And I should really try to do like just one a day. Just try and do one a day. I'll be quite happy at this stage where I am right now financially. I'd be quite happy making like turn that quid into like what would I turn it into? Let's do quick. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 100, 120, 128. I'd be quite happy with the 128, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bets. 7 bets, 126 quid. 7 bets, 7 wins. Right? Yeah, we got a tenner today, which is the longest, which is the highest it's gone. I got a tenner today before losing it all. But easy come, easy go. But yeah, I woke up with that feeling that, like, you know. So yeah, smashed my record. Smashed my record. So yeah, it wasn't good. Well, it was good, wasn't good. But it put me in mind of, I mean, there's got to be a way of bottling that. There's got to be a way of bottling that feeling, and doing away with the negativity. I thought we were going bored then. Do away with the get shut of the negativity completely. But yeah, going back to Marked by the Unseen. So I tried to do some research, some more research into it, and see what it actually means. And there's no definitive answer, if I'm honest. It's just interesting. It's just weird that like this random dude just said there's like some signs that there might be something. There might be something destiny and stuff like that. You know, you're here for a reason. And it's strange to say that one about being able to read energy, which is a strange one. And it just, I was like, I fucking do that all the time, and then it's just weird that I actually did it today. Another one was feeling of being watched, which is very strange. Very strange. I mean, I can't speak for other people, so I don't know whether this is something that happens to other people. But it does happen to me all the time. I'll be sat in my living room, I'm on my own, watching something, or even I've got the PlayStation on, and I'll just get the feeling that there's somebody in the room with me. And that happens quite often. To the point where I could even go back to like the earliest I actually remember. The earliest I remember this happening. I'd gone round to my mum's. This was when I was still married, which just shows how fucking long ago it was. Because like, going back to like my 20s, you're going back like 30 years, yeah. So I go round to my mum's, and she's not in. I've got keys and shit, but she's not in. And I can't remember why I needed to share, but I needed to share. For whatever, I don't know, reasons, whatever they were. So I'm round there, and I'm make myself a coffee. I'm having a coffee, and I'm just like, basically, just milling about. And I just got a really, really uneasy feeling. And I say, it wasn't like, I'm used to it now, but back then this was like, I just got this really uneasy feeling that there was somebody in the house, and like, I went round and checked. I went and checked all the rooms, and there was no one there, and I couldn't shake this feeling. Could not shake this feeling at all that there was somebody in the house with me, to the point where I ended up having to go outside, and I went outside and I sat on the wall, on the wall in front of my mum's, waiting for my mum to come in. She came back. I believe she was in the bingo. Chances were she was in the bingo. But when she came back, and she said, "What are you doing, sat out here?" And I just made some shit up, like, "Oh, I just wanted some fresh air." Yeah, but I get this feeling all the time that I'm not alone. I mean, at the time, and I possibly, this is possible. I mean, I don't know who's watching me. There's a part of it thinks that it's my youngest daughter, which is not something I'm going to go into. But yeah, we lost our third child, and part of me thinks that it's Joanne. She called Joanne after the nurse who looked after her when she was in. But no, we're not going in there. But yeah, so there's that feeling of being watched. And it's just a weird thing. I say I tried to look into it a bit more, and couldn't find much. There's a few different interpretations. I mean, I think, and I've thought this for a long time. But I think there's a reason why I'm here. There was my mother always used to say to me, and in times of fucking anger, I've threw it back at her, but she always used to say to me that, like, when I was born, the doctors near killed me. And I used to say to her, but fuck, I shouldn't be here, I should be dead, I shouldn't be fucking putting up with this shit, and all that crap. But yeah, apparently they got the cord wrapped around my neck when I was born, and they near killed me. But yeah, there's the knife attack. Just over a year ago now. When weird shit happens, it's okay. So me and my colleague Mike, we just pulled a plum shift. We were heading off to Chester. This was when we were when I worked on the trains, just over a year ago. And so Chester, we were gonna police the Chester line for the races, and it was like the whatever meeting it was around August. Was it around August? Or was it the one before August? Whatever. There's like a 3-day meeting at Chester. We were going to do it all for the meeting. So we were basically just going to go up and down the Chester line, just not checking tickets or any shit like that, but just like being a visual deterrent and taking care of the drunks, you know that sort of thing. So we're buzzing. It's going to be a chill shift, and we were going to be out all day. We were going to be taking our break on the line and all stuff like that, instead of like going back to Central, to HQ. Yeah, and it's a plum shift. So like we get gears up and we're heading off, and we took the full story. Because I didn't know when we were going to get to a shop, I needed water. So shit, I'm just going to quickly run into the shop and get myself a litre bottle of water, carry it on me. I had a water pouch, carry it on me in my water pouch. It's right, going around. We got a train. Our train was like, I think it was late. I think the train was running late, which gave me enough time to like go grab the water, come back again. As we get back, we're going down onto the going down for the Chester line, Chester train. And we look up at the thing, and Mike said, "This will be ours coming in now." I said, "I'm not fucking running." He said, "I'll go and get it." So he pops off. I follow him. He had bad knees, can't run. And he holds the train. He gets there just before me, holds the train up. I jump on. Now, what I'd do is I'd look up at the board just to see what train it was I was getting on, right? And because we were chasing, or we were running, the train was running late, so we were running late. I didn't bother looking up. I just jumped straight onto the train, and we stood there, we're laughing, we're joking, we're talking about, we're feeling good about our shift, and we're like, and we're talking to the train manager. They used to call me the guards, not guards anymore, the train managers. And we're talking to her. And we're talking about going to Chester and all that, and she's giving us funny looks. She's giving us funny looks and what have you. And it was at this point we decided, we'll do a quick check on our gear. So it turns out that Mike's camera's not working, because like we jump on, and every time you jump on the train, you knock the camera on. Jump on the train, you do a little little scan on the train, and you knock the camera off there. And we're basically testing out the gear, and what have you. Mike's gear doesn't work, his camera's bust. So like, the train's took off. So we're down the line now. We're like, we're going to have to phone CL and see what he wants us to do. See if he wants us to come back, pick up a new camera, or just carry on with just me wearing the camera. So as we're discussing this, the train manager turns around, she says, he's going to Ellesmere Port. I don't know, we're going to Chester. And she went, "This is the Ellesmere Port train." And we were like, "What?" And he jumped on the fucking wrong train at me. So like, if I had looked up at the board like I normally do, I'd have realised. But camera not working. Jumped on the wrong train. So we decided to jump off at Birkenhead Central. No, not Central, Hamilton Square. We decided to jump off at Hamilton Square. And you need to go up because you can't get a signal from down below. It's one of those dead zones. There's quite a few dead zones on the underground in Liverpool. Hamilton Square is one of them, so we need to go up. So we're going up, and we're in a place where we shouldn't have been. On the train we shouldn't have been. We should have been halfway to Chester, and we were in Birkenhead. And as we're going up, Mike suddenly turn around as we're walking towards to get we've just come up the platform, then you've got to go down one of the corridors to jump on a lift and get up to street level. And Mike suddenly turns around. I said, he's just fucking hit him. And so with that, I turn around and follow him, and this kid walks past me. This young lad walks past me, and Mike stops, turns around and says, he's just smacked him, indicating the lad who's just walked past me. I spin round and I go after the lad. The lad jumps on the lift, and I fucking dive into the lift, or chase him into the lift. As I get to the lift, all I hear is Mike say, he's got a knife. And with that, the kid starts to fucking run past me, because I've now stopped the lift from going, and the kid starts to run past me. And I still don't know what was on my mind. I just thought, not today, lad. And I fucking grabbed him, fucking took him down. Mike fucking piled on, and a pair of us struggled with this kid for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Police turns up, and Mike's shot in cold silver, which is like knife attack. The police turns up, arrested the kid, and I was fucking crazy, just absolutely crazy. I'm checking Mike. As we're wrestling with him, I've got hold of the lad's fucking wrists. We're on the floor, fucking took knee to my face and fucking everything. I was fucking out here. I've got hold of his wrist, and I'm thinking, if he fucking, I can't see a knife, but as long as I've got his hands, he's not holding a knife. But I say the police turned up. The kid, what had actually happened was he'd fucking lashed his coat as he's come past me the first time before he's got on the lift. He's lashed his coat. The blade was in the coat, so he didn't actually have a knife on him. Fucking didn't know that. Me and Mike didn't know that, did we? I mean, we just knew there was a knife. We knew there was a kid back there who's just been fucking stabbed. But yeah, in the wrong place at the right time. That seems to happen. It seems to happen all the time with me. I remember one of the coppers afterwards. I mean, we were still on the station. We stopped the station. We had Merseyrail management and everything came down. I'm fucking taking photographs of our faces and all shit like that. And fucking well done, brilliant, excellent stuff and all that. And then we got taken off to Merseyside Police. British Rail Transport Police. Transport. BCP. And we were in there for fucking 3 hours giving statements and shit. We actually got the rest of the week off. We on full pay and all that. We actually got the rest of the week off. But I remember one of the coppers. when we were still in the station, one of the coppers turned around and said to us, he said, you know, if you guys hadn't been there, we could have been investigating a murder today. So thank you. And that's the thing. I mean, this sort of thing. There's a reason for me being here. That might have been the reason. There might be another reason for it down the line. But one of the other signs they said was you'll suffer from hardship, and I've had hardship my entire fucking life. I'm on my own, and I choose to be on my own, which is why I do shit like this, because I've got no one to talk to. It's like my best mate died a very long time ago. And there's been loads of times. Loads of times I could have done with him. I could have done with him. But yeah, there it is. Number 16, I believe. number 16. It's a short a week. We learn, we carry on. We carry on going forward. This coffee's cold, but don't give a shit. One last thing, I'm in the middle of appealing the decision by the DWP. Now I've done research on them, and these people who give me this assessment and lied to me over the phone on DWP, they're apparently contracted to DWP. So yeah, I've threatened to sue them because they're just fucking useless. The contractors, I've worked with contractors before. They don't give a shit about doing their job properly because it's not their job. It's just not their job to do so. I took issue straight away with the woman who gave me the assessment on the phone. The assessment lasted, if it lasted longer than 20 minutes, I'd be surprised. But I took issue with their credibility. I mean, for the last 10 years, I've been under, I've had medication for the last 10 years for high blood pressure, and when I gave the high blood pressure reading to this one in the assessment, she said that sounds stable to me, which I was like, fucking tell my doctor then, because that cunt's had me on fucking tablets for the last fucking 10 years. So yeah, I question everything about it, and I've asked for the full report. They don't give you the full report, but you can demand it, and I have demanded the full report, because in the report, in the letter that I did get, it says there's no evidence, and I was like, I've got fucking evidence. The evidence I've got right here, and also I know there's evidence in the doctors. So also when I was doing, I mean, as I say, the evidence in the doctors, there's fucking there's X-rays from like 2021 where there's no damage to the knees, and then there's X-rays done last year. Yeah, X-rays done last year where the damage is fucking horrendous. So yeah, the evidence is there. When I did the research on these people and tried to find out, like, you know, what they're about and what rights I've got and all that with them, it turns out that there's these people are just contracted by the DWP to just tell people to go back to work. It doesn't matter that you got ailments, you just go back to work. Even though I can't fucking walk up and downstairs, they think that I can work. They're not telling me what sort of work I can fucking do. They haven't told me that. But until it gets, until the appeal goes through, I've got to carry on looking for work. So I've basically put on my CV, updated my CV, and put on it like, I can't walk up and downstairs, and I'll need fucking Plenty of rest during the day. Every like half an hour. If I go longer than half an hour on my feet, I'll need to break for at least 20 to 40 minutes. And I've just basically said I'm unemployable, but I've got to look for a job. I've got to look for a job. So I'm just applying for the jobs I'm not even qualified for. Just basically saying I'm just doing this just to fucking keep them down the road fucking happy. But yeah, so the letter that I got in my account basically said there's no evidence. So you're lying to me. You're absolutely lying to me. So yeah, I've made sure the evidence has gone to them. I got told that like the chances are they won't even look at evidence. They won't even if they phone up the doctors. There's a high possibility that they don't even listen to what the doctor says. They'll just go, yeah, okay, and then just go, no, we can work, because that's what they're paid to do. They're not paid to assess you. They're paid to tell you to go back to work. That's it. Oh, anyway, so there we go. We survive another week. I'm going to be back on my normal diet before too long, because processed food is just fucking bad for your body. It just really is bad for your body. Your body fucking... I mean, I haven't eaten processed foods for all this year anyway. Certainly all this year. I'm halfway through the year now. Well, I've got over halfway through the year. And... you know, within days of eating processed foods again, my fucking body just goes, what happened this? It's fucking terrible. So yeah, you know, if you're capable of it, fucking cook real foods, fuck the processed foods, they're only killing you. Right, I'm out. Look after yourself, love you, bye.